How could it get worse than this? I whispered, the cold concrete biting at my skin. I was alone, locked in shadows, when I found it, an old notebook buried under my cot. My fingers trembled as I pulled it out. Dust motes danced in the slivers of light. The pages were yellowed, filled with scrawls of family secrets. Words jumped out: betrayal, guilt, whispers of a dark past. My heart raced. Each revelation felt like a punch. My family had been lying to me. Why? The knot in my stomach twisted as I read more. Days dragged on, each visitor bringing news that deepened my terror. They found the real killer. Just after they locked me away, confusion clawed at my mind. How dare they? Can I trust anyone? I gasped, the walls closing in. My own blood was implicated in this nightmare. Faces flickered in my memory. Smiles turned to shadows. The notebook became both a lifeline and a curse. It buzzed with urgency, alive with possibilities, yet threatened to shatter my world. My breaths quickened. The chilling silence of my cell pressed down hard. Did they know? Were they waiting to unravel more? My hands shook, parchment crinkling beneath my grip. This was just the beginning. What if the truth only led to more lies? Could knowledge save me, or would it destroy everything I thought I knew? The shadows deepened. Silence thickened. My fight wasn't over. I was on the brink. Suddenly, a soft knock echoed through the door. I froze. Who would it be this time? The air trembled with uncertainty. Before you go on, let me tell you something. A lot of people have been saying that YouTube, out of nowhere, unsubscribes them from the channel. Take a quick look to make sure the red button is on. That way, you won't miss any of the videos still to come. And while you're at it, hit the like button, because it really helps me keep bringing you stories like this. Oh, and tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I'd love to know. The knock shattered my tense stillness. My heart raced, a thunderous drum in my chest. I forced my breath steady as the door creaked open. Emily. The voice was familiar, unsettling. It was my brother, Daniel. But his face, it was twisted, eyes darting like he was about to spill something terrible. Listen to me. His voice frantic. It's about Mom. My stomach dropped. What about her? His expression contorted with fear. She's not who you think, not even close. I felt the world tilt. Memories flooded back. Her laughter, her warmth. What do you mean? He stepped closer, urgency in his eyes. The notebook, it holds secrets. She's involved in everything. Bile rose in my throat. Involved how? Dad. He hesitated, swallowing hard. He wasn't the one to blame. It was her. A cold sweat broke over me. The air felt heavy. You're lying. No. I wish I were. His voice cracked. Emily, she orchestrated it all. She's the one behind everything. I stumbled back, crumpling the pages in my hands. The truth felt like a storm, raging inside me. Betrayal, pain, confusion clouded my thoughts. Was my whole life a lie? Panic seized me. Why didn't you tell me before? The words hung like a dagger in the air. I was scared, he shouted, desperation ripping through his tone. But now they think you did it. If you don't. The walls closed in. I couldn't breathe. Who could I trust? Was this truth worth the price? Emily, we can fix this, he urged, reaching for me. But I recoiled, fear coursing through me. What if you're wrong? Silence enveloped us. His eyes bore into mine, pleading. What had I become? A shadow of doubt settled. The echoes of his words replayed. Would uncovering the entire truth save me, or bury me deeper? I hesitated. Could I face Mom? Would I ever see the world the same way again? The future loomed ahead, dark and uncertain. A simple question lingered, heavy in the air. Who was I really? Fear gripped me, squeezing tight. What do you mean? I demanded, heart hammering. Daniel's eyes flickered. He took a breath that felt like the world on his shoulders. It's not just Mom. It's you. What do you mean, me? Panic surged. He stepped closer, his gaze pleading. You're not her daughter, Emily. I stumbled back, nausea flooding my body. What? How can that be? DNA, he said, voice trembling. You were adopted. We all are. Mom kept it a secret. Cool sweat dripped down my spine. My mind swirled, memories rewinding, every moment tainted. Every smile, every hug felt unreal. No, no, I gasped. He nodded, broken. It's true. I couldn't tell you. Not until now. Heavy silence crashed around us. I felt hollow, like I'd been torn from the inside out. Who was I really? The walls felt closer, pressing in, stifling my breath. The weight of the truth threatened to crush me. Did I even know the people I loved? You have to believe me, he urged, desperate, but trust shattered like glass. How could you hide this from me? Emily, I was protecting you, he pleaded, eyes wide. All I could think was betrayal. My chest tightened. The room spun. Protecting me? I whispered, heartbroken. The notebook slipped from my grasp, pages fluttering to the ground. A torrent of secrets unspooling. What do I do now? I choked out. Find the truth, he replied, a glimmer of hope in his voice. But doubt hung heavy in the air. The truth felt like a monster, lurking just out of reach. Would uncovering it bring freedom or consume me whole? I was lost, a stranger in my own story, and the looming question echoed in the void. Who am I without my past? My heartbeat thundered in my ears. What do you mean, me? I pressed Daniel, fear choking me, but his eyes were darker, as if a storm had swallowed him whole. Mom, she didn't just adopt us. His words felt like a blade. You're not just adopted, Emily. She didn't bring you home. She took you. I stumbled back, cold sweat prickling my skin. Took me? What are you talking about? From the orphanage. You were never meant to be part of our family. You didn't just appear. Mom stole you. Shock slammed into me. Stolen? My insides twisted painfully. No, I gasped, a deep ache in my chest. It's true. She lied about it all. You were a secret, a product of something terrible. I felt the solid ground shift beneath me. Everything I believed shattered, memories collapsing like dust. No, no, I cried, nausea rolling over me in waves. Emily, listen. His voice was urgent, frantic. You have to realize, your life wasn't just a mistake. It's a cover-up. They're coming for you. Heavy silence wrapped around me. The truth, so jagged and raw. I struggled to breathe, each intake sharp and searing. Who can I trust? My body trembled. Find the notebook. It will lead you to answers. But a part of me wanted to scream. This secret, was it my life or my death? The walls felt unsteady, the weight of my shaken identity crushing me. Emily, he whispered, desperation spilling over. We need to leave now. But fear clawed at my throat, wrapping around my heart. I stood frozen. What if I'm the monster? The questions hung heavy. Who was I really? And what awaited me in the shadows beyond the door? The air turned to ice around me. My heart threatened to explode, thundering in my ears. "What do you mean?" I stammered, disbelief clawing at my throat. "Mom didn't just take you, she's your biological mother," Daniel whispered, each word a cold slap to my face. We staggered back, the walls spinning. "No, that's impossible." "It's true, the orphanage was part of it." "You were never meant to be adopted. She wanted you for herself." A raw scream clawed up my throat. "Why?" "She was desperate, afraid you'd be taken away." My body turned numb, shock flooding my veins. Why hadn't I seen it? "Then, what does that make us?" He winced. "Siblings, and so much more." The ache in my chest intensified. Confusion swirled. "All those years, were you lying to me too?" "No, I was trying to protect you." His voice trembled, desperation spilling over. But the truth was a jagged blade. Betrayal cut deeper than I imagined. Tears stung my eyes. "I can't trust anyone." Silence fell, heavy like a thick fog. Who was I really? I couldn't bear it. I felt like a ghost, trapped between two lives. "Emily, please." His gaze pierced through my chaos. "We need to get out of here." But I was frozen. What if I'm just a part of her schemes? Doubt loomed like a predator in the shadows. What awaited me in the night? Could Daniel be right? I felt the ground beneath me quake. "What do you mean?" My breath quickened, my body coiling tight like a spring. Daniel's gaze pierced through me, a storm of desperation. "Mom, she had you for a reason, Emily. You're not just connected by blood. You're a key." "A key?" My mind reeled. "To what?" "It was never about family. It's about what she needed to hide." My heart raced, pulse pounding in my ears. "Hiding what?" I whispered, dread crashing over me. "The truth, the bigger picture. You're part of something sinister, something that's coming for you." A chill snaked down my spine. "What?" "People will die if you don't understand." The world shrank around me, shadows closing in. "Daniel, you're scaring me." He stepped closer, his voice trembling. "This isn't a game, Emily. There are forces at play, and you're caught in the middle." Panic surged. I don't want to be part of any game. Desperation clawed at my throat. "Then we have to act. Now." My vision blurred. "But how? What can I do?" "Find the notebook. It's not just family secrets. It's the key to everything." "Everything?" My heart thundered, each beat a declaration. "What if I don't want to know?" "You don't have a choice." His eyes blazed with urgency. Silence engulfed us, pregnant with fear. The air felt electric, charged with a tension that could snap at any moment. "Daniel, I—" Suddenly, a crash echoed outside. My skin prickled, cold sweat coursing down my back. "See, they're here!" My breath hitched. "Who?" "We have to hide." But I was frozen, terror gripping me tighter than ever. The weight of the unknown bearing down like a stone. Who was coming for me? And why? Before I could even process his words, the sound of boots pounded down the corridor, echoing with menace. I squinted past Daniel, dread curling in my stomach. "What did you say?" I rasped, not wanting to believe him. "Mom isn't who you think. She's involved in something bigger. You're part of it." My breath hitched. "Part of what?" "Human trafficking," he spat out, horror etched across his face. "You're the product of a deal gone wrong." I felt the room close in. "No." My voice trembled, disbelief crashing over me like icy water. "That can't be true." "It is." I didn't want to say anything. Then what are we? I shouted, my heart racing. Victims, he replied, anguish spilling from his eyes. Panic clawed at my throat. I fell to my knees, retching. Suddenly the door burst open. A figure loomed, silhouetted against the light, and all I could think was, they found me. Who could I trust now? Would I even survive this revelation? I gasped as the figure stepped forward. You? The familiarity hit me like a freight train. It was Mom, but her eyes were cold. Daniel, let's go. Mom, wait, I cried, stunned disbelief clawing at my insides. You're behind this? You told me. You love us. Her lips curled, revealing a darkness I'd never seen. Love? That's what you think? My heart raced, each beat echoing betrayal. What did you do? You weren't just for me. You were meant for a purpose. My stomach dropped. What purpose? Control. She stepped closer. I didn't just take you. You're the key to their power, Emily. The ground shifted beneath me. Power? What are you saying? Daniel faltered. Fear splashed across his face. You need to run. Mom's smile widened, a twisted thing. You'll learn soon enough. They'll come for you. Cold sweat dripped down my back. Who's coming? Everything you thought was real? It's a facade. Heart pounding, I turned to Daniel. What do we do? But Mom just laughed, the sound grating, full of malice. I felt trapped between love and horror. With a heavy silence hanging like a noose, the only question that remained, how long until they find me? I staggered back, the world spinning. What do you mean I wasn't supposed to be yours? My voice trembled, the horror of it choking me. Mom stepped closer, eyes gleaming with something dark. I felt sick, the stench of betrayal filling the room. You were a pawn, Emily, she spat. A means to an end. My heart dropped. What end? Power. Control. Your life was never yours. Daniel swayed beside me, the weight of her words crushing him too. Emily, we can still escape. I blinked through tears. How can I run from my own blood? Then she laughed, a twisted, cold sound. You'll never be free. Not now. Fear surged, reality twisting like a knife. Mom, you can't mean this. But as I met her gaze, a realization hit me like a punch. My very existence was a lie. Who was I without her? What was waiting for me on the other side of the truth? With that, shadows loomed, silence thickening like fog. My heart raced as Mom stepped closer, shadows swirling around her. Emily, you must understand. This is your destiny. No, I gasped, the weight of lies cracking my resolve. You used me. Daniel's face twisted with anguish. We need to break free, Emily. But in that moment, clarity surged. You both took my choice. I darted past Mom, shoving open the door. The cold air hit me like a slap, but I didn't look back. I was determined to reclaim my life, to hunt down the truth, no matter the cost. We sprinted into the night, the weight of our past lifting with each step. And as the dawn broke, I swore I'd find my own path. A future forged from truth, not shadows. This is it, the moment you need to subscribe now. Don't wait any longer to share this story. Press that like button to help the algorithm, and tell us your reactions and theories about the ending in the comments. Share this video with at least 5 friends who need to see this conclusion. If you liked my story, keep going and watch the next one that's appearing now. I think it will move you too.